Ballies, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about something that went across my notification, and it was the cast of Pose finally talking about colorism.
Everyone has something to say all the time, but one of the critiques with Pose was the colorism, and actually you, Haley, you said a line at Angelica's funeral, or Miss Candy with the hammer.
Light skin and thick.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I thought you wanted to be friends with me because I'm light skinned and thick," and that was a very intentional line that I caught. And so I kind of want to talk about how colorism has played into the writing and also like the casting of the show.
Now this season they were called out after one of the castmates passed away who was of a deeper complexion, and a lot of people start to wonder why her and not others. A young lady by the name of Court actually took to her social media to promote a blog that she wrote about the colorism, and this blog has been posted on several news sites. From that, she stated, since the show started, there's only been two dark-skinned characters, trans women with prominent roles. That's Electra and Candy. And while I have been living for the both of them, it's clear the writers have intentionally portrayed them both as aggressive, violent, vindictive, and messy in a way that their light-skinned counterparts aren't. The young lady even asked, maybe introduce a new dark-skinned trans woman as a main character, one who gets to be as dynamic and adored as Blanca or Angel or even Lulu. Maybe even let Electra finally grow as a character instead of stripping her character development for the sake of drama. Now, I'm not sure if the cast have found out about this because this has been reposted thousands of times. But this week they decided to talk about this on a panel, and this is what they had to say.
I think colorism is one of the most subconscious biases that exist because Black people also contribute to it too, and people of color also contribute to it too, especially when you're light skinned. You know, you don't.
As far as colorism goes, because though I do understand there are privileges to being a lighter complected, I also want to address there were times where I was bullied or treated very, very bad by dark.
Or not Black enough.
I understood as I got older why, and I understood that there was a privilege that I had. And so I will say that I'm not in the writer's room either, but I will say that I'm glad that we're talking about it now, and I think that's the intention of the show.
India, who plays Angel, also wanted to break down why she felt like the dark-skinned women on the show played the roles that they play, and why she felt it's important for them to show them in those characters.
You know, noticed how, you know, Dominique and Candy are, you know, seem to be the villains, you know, of the show. They also go through the most of all the characters because they're dark-skinned Black trans women. And, you know, their experiences aren't the same. But I think, like, a lot of the way it was written was intentional. They go through a lot. Their experiences have been tough, and that they've had to protect everything that they do have and are constantly fighting for space, even in their own community.
And MJ, who plays Blanca, decided to close it off by saying, it just need to be seen, period.
Colorism has been something, like we have all said, that has been in this world for years and beyond. In Africa, they chop off albino limbs because they think it's magical. And that's something that has been embedded, I'm sorry to the white people in the room, but it has embedded by white people due to colonialism and colorism. So that is something that we have to tackle with every single day, simply because that has been embedded. And I think, like everyone has said, it's a magnifying glass on how that is a trickle effect. And sometimes it's hereditary, and where people are just have that, and there are sometimes where people have to learn themselves out of that and get out of that. And I think that's a wonderful thing that Pose is doing, is learning themselves out of it, simply due to the trans experience, but also as people of color in a realm where they're separated from other people, the juxtaposition between people who are working in Wall Street and us being down in the underground. So yeah, I mean, agree upon everything that everyone has said, but that's something that has happened, and it needs to be seen. It has to be seen.
Unlearning.
I don't know about
Unlearning, for sure.
I'm not sure if any of you all watch Pose, but I do know I watch a couple of YouTubers who talk about the show a lot, and they all address the colorism on the show. I've been watching season 2. I did a review on season 1 last year, and I really feel like it's a great show. They touch a lot of issues that a lot of other shows are just really not talking about. So it's super exciting just to hear the conversation being had instead of it just being us little YouTubers talking about it day after day after day. It's great that a major publication is actually bringing it, you know, to the forefront and bringing it to light, because people act as if it's not an issue. Just like Love and Hip Hop this season with Spice, like bringing colorism onto the forefront and making it a topic of conversation. Yeah, it may feel uneasy, it may make you feel some type of way, but the conversation must be had. It needs to be had. Y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.